Yuzu on edibles is a terrifying thought. Guys, the only time that I've ever done that stuff is when I was a lot younger and it was on accident, okay? Well, the first time wasn't on accident, but the second time was on accident, okay? But that was the only time because I was young and dumb and I wanted to try it out, you know? I wanted to try it out, but it's whatever. Just an accident, whoa. Would her paranoia amplify? The times that I have experienced, you know, I wasn't paranoid. I didn't have a bad trip at all. It was pretty normal. It was just a goofy, silly time. I was just laughing and like, you know, moving in circles. That was me. Don't you have to take a lot for that to happen? I think so. Or it was just made poorly, or it was not good, you know. Just a silly little guy. Any demon sightings? No, I was just giggling the whole time, and then my friend had threw up, and then I laughed because I thought she was dying. You know, it was just a funny, silly time. Haha, you're dying. Yeah, it was crazy. I was just young and dumb and stupid, and I wanted to try something new. I think another reason why I'm more adamant on being sober and liking being sober is because I got to try edibles and alcohol at such a young age, you know? So I realized that that's just not the stuff for me, and I just like being sober. Did you eat anything while you were high? My friend gave me crackers, like the regular Ritz crackers or something like that. But I honestly hated eating because it has like a dry mouth feeling. Like when you are high, you get like a dry mouth feeling and it feels like you're constantly dehydrated and you need to drink water. I drank so much water, and that's like also another big reason that I don't like that as well. Also, I remember a while ago I had tried ADHD meds, and I think it was like Adderall or something, because I wanted to see how it worked, and that also gives me cotton mouth, but it felt like my brain was the most clear thing ever. It felt like I had glasses on my brain. It felt like I could feel, think, and see everything so clearly. I felt like the voices were gone. My third eye really did open. It was crazy. I did open my third eye, smell color and see sound. It was crazy, guys. But yeah, I obviously did it educated. I obviously did my research. I obviously made sure I was in a safe environment with people around me. So it's not like I'm going willy-nilly all into it and not, you know, not knowing stuffs. But yeah, I did my background checks. I'm a very thorough person, I would say. I before I try anything, I always do my research. But that's the only things that I tried. Adderall and weed and alcohol. That's the only things. That's the only things that I tried, to be fully transparent. Never tried anything else. And I don't think I ever will, to be honest. Not at once. Not all at once. You're dumb. No. More responsible than most people at that time. Well, I was young, okay? I was young and you know, more willing to experience things. I was more willing to try things out, you know? But now that I'm older, I realize, you know, my frontal lobe has developed, and I'm a bit more reserved when it comes to things. But yeah. Never taken anything. Was pretty adamant not smoking weed or anything. I've never smoked before. Never, ever, ever, ever. I don't ever want to. I feel like I'm so paranoid that it'll fuck up my lungs. Never taken anything. Oh, wait. Some places made it legal so you can safely obtain it. Yeah, where I'm from, it is legal. How bad is your dementia? I don't actually have dementia. We make the joke that I do because I forget a lot of things, but I don't actually have dementia. You're just never curious enough to try. I also had friends who were, you know, kind of a bad influence. So there's also that. There's also like a little bit of peer pressuring and wanting to feel cool. So there's also that. But you know, that's just, you know, young people things. I used to make the butter and use the butter to make brownies. I hated hitting bongs so much, they messed me up so much. Also, like whenever I'm around people and then they hit a vape, I get kind of uncomfortable, I'm not gonna lie, because I hate the idea of me smelling something that was once in someone's body, or like that I know is bad for your body. I don't know why. It's just like, I know it's probably like dumb of me to think that way, but it's just, I feel really icky and gross when I smell something that's like secondhand vape or secondhand smoke. I'm like, ugh, I get so like queasy. It feels intimate for some reason. Yeah. I remember one time in college, when I was hanging out with some flems, we were at their house, and then it was like me and 2 girls and 2 guys, and then we all sat in a circle and we played this game that I think it was like a popular Korean game or something like that. And then we would put like a playing card on our mouth, and we would like suck as hard as we can, and then we pass it to the other person while trying to not make the card fall. I remember that was like a crazy game. We called that blow suck. Yeah. Have you guys ever played that game before? It's like you suck the card, make sure it doesn't fall, and then you blow it onto the other person. Like, it's like, but you can't use your hands or anything. You only have to use your mouth. You have to use your mouth. Never heard of it? That's new to me. What? You're in some wild college parties, huh? I never went to college party. It was just my friends. We were just at the house. I would be incredibly skill gapped. I was pretty bad at it, but like when the card fell, I just like jerked away as far as possible so I didn't kiss anyone. But I did get dared to kiss my best friend. So we did end up kissing. I kissed her, and it was good. It was a good kiss between me and my bestie. I just love my homies.